Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. Jarrett and I are jumping on for an impromptu video because there was a pre-trial hearing on Wednesday, July 17th, in the tragic case of the Kansas moms, the killings of Veronica Butler and Jilian Kelly, and the alleged kidnappings and conspiracy to kidnap. And we've been calling these five suspects God's misfits, but they've been holding these hearings, these discovery hearings, every third Wednesday of the month. And I got the filings from this past Wednesday, which again was July 17th. And I wanted Jarrett to explain it to everybody because I had sort of a hard time following it. But just reminding everybody, the alleged motive in this case was Veronica Butler's children, who Tifany Adams pretty much had custody of temporarily because Wrangler Rickman, Veronica Butler's baby daddy, and Tifany's son was in rehab and had gotten into some trouble. So there had been these filings that were actually public when the women first went missing, and then quickly those were removed from the public docket. So I had a chance to download these before. I saw them, I read them. They're intense. They're really intense, and they're pretty damning. So Jarrett, while I pull up the document or the filings from Wednesday, do you want to go ahead and explain what happened in that hearing?
Sure. So these proceedings are kind of set every third Wednesday to roadmap and telegraph and prepare for what's going to be a pretty heavy lift as far as presentation for the defense. We have 5 co-defendants here. As of now, these hearings are being held together, which we've talked about. So the judge is kind of keeping everyone on schedule and making sure these 5 defendants are being provided with the information from the state. However, these hearings are also an opportunity, Lauren, as you said, to address pretrial requests. And one of those requests that came from Cora Twombly's lawyers was they wanted access to the Cimarron County domestic court filings that were Tifany Adams' grandchildren's and her children's domestic filings related to their custody. Now, those records, as you said, were sealed at some point after this case began. So the Twombly lawyers wanted access to them. There was a little concern. This kind of information gets treated almost like plutonium. It has to be handled very carefully. It can't be disclosed to the public once it's been sealed. So the judge has said the following. All 5 defendants can have access to them, despite the fact that all 5 have not asked for access at this point. Here's the important factors of this. As we discussed in our God's Misfits episode, it appears that the custody issues and several of the claims made in those proceedings go to the very heart of the motive to these murders. And if that's the case, if that factors into what Tifany Adams may have told Cora Twombly or Tad or anybody who was involved in this case, then these records are relevant and they build up what is going to be needed for any prospective defense. Not saying that justifies what happened here. I'm only saying they are relevant to the defense. The judge has found that. So that's why they're being unsealed and provided to the 5 defendants here. They are going to find their way into that courtroom. Now, none of this is surprising, Lauren. You and I both predicted this was going to happen.
Right. So you froze. I know you're in your car. We could still hear you, but I just want to let you know that you are froze. Oh no, you're coming back.
Is it a weird look or no? Okay. So
the
other thing I wanted to say, Lauren, is there's a little bit of a divide now, a little bit of a crack in this conspiracy because Tifany opposed Cora getting this information. She objected through her attorneys. Now, if the 5 were united, then this is a joint defense that they're justified in whatever happened here. Now, nothing would justify it. We know that. So it appears that Cora and her lawyers are taking a position contrary to what Tifany Adams wants to take at this point.
Wow. Yeah. So they are not going to be on any type of united front here. It sounds like
Doesn't look that way.
Yeah, they're going to be throwing everybody under the bus. Well, so the next hearing is August 21st at 9 a.m. So I guess, we'll keep everybody updated, before that, or I'm sorry, after that. And if anything comes out, I check these filings like pretty much every other day to see if anyone has anything new. So I will continue to do that. And I really appreciate you taking the time, Jarrett, to jump on with me. Even though you're a little blurry, again, you're in your car, you're doing your thing. So thank you so
I'm
much.
about to go golfing, which is rare. Not all lawyers golf on Fridays. This is such a proverbial
Yeah,
lawyer,
seriously.
such a lawyer thing. But the other thing I wanted to say, Lauren, also on Wednesday, they issued a decision. The Judge Jett, also said the preliminary hearings are going to be held separately as of now, quote.
Oh,
So that was a surprise. I didn't think that was going to happen, but that may change. So the preliminary hearing is that mini trial we talked about leading up, just to show we have the right people, and that's
yeah.
separate for now. So I was a little surprised, and that might give the DA a little bit of a headache, but not
Wow.
earth-shattering either.
Yeah, that's kind of a pain in the butt. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, well, that's really interesting. So from here on out, it'll be separate hearings per suspect or defendant.
Except for the discovery stuff, they're all together.
Okay, got it. Okay, that's good to know. And I'll just add these one more time. So if people want to take a quick look from Wednesday, that's what we got. Of course, now, when you're done, oh no, you're blurry again. I'm like, now when you're done talking, you're not blurry, but well, Jarrett, seriously appreciate you. If anybody has any questions, drop them in the comments and Jarrett will get to them later for sure. Thanks everyone and have a great weekend.
Thank you.